77% of dog parents swear their pup can read their mind. Yet studies show fewer than 1 in 4 can read the single body language cue that proves they're their dog's chosen human. Miss it, and you'll overlook a love signal that hits your brain with the same feel-good blast a mom gets holding her newborn. Today we're cracking open 8 secret moves that dogs perform only for their favorite person. Skip a second and you could miss the warning sign that predicts illness before your smartwatch. Ready to find out if you're really the favorite or just the food guy? Let's dive in before your dog's tail tells someone else the truth. First up, let's talk about the helicopter tail code. When you walk into the room, does their tail whip around in a full enthusiastic circle? That's not just happiness. That's pure joy reserved for their most special person. Pay close attention to the of that helicopter. A tail that tilts more to the right side of their body often indicates genuine thrill to see. Look down at their paws. Often, accompanying this helicopter tail, their back paws will break into a little happy tap dance on the floor. Different breeds will have their own swagger too. A Labrador might have a big, sweeping helicopter spin, while a Corgi's might be a faster, almost vibrating flick. Sometimes, in the midst of this whirlwind greeting, they'll even drop into a goofy play bow, front end down, rear end up, tail still going a mile a minute. After the initial burst of spinning and wiggling, listen for a sound. Often, a loud whooshy sigh will follow once the main excitement settles a bit. Guests and other familiar faces might get a polite wag, a friendly sniff, but that full-blown, energetic propeller is exclusively yours. Even senior pups will often pull this move after a long nap, or when you return after a short absence. The spin might be a little slower, the tap dance a bit more subdued, but the love and devotion behind it are just as strong. The moment they lock eyes with you, that spin might slow just a fraction as if to say, "Ah, there you are, I see you." Next, we look into their eyes. The soul gaze. This is when your dog holds eye contact with you, a soft, steady gaze for about 5 to 10 seconds. It's a deep, connecting gaze that says, "I see you. I trust you." Scientific research shows this gaze floods both of your brains with oxytocin, the same love hormone released when a mother gazes at her newborn. Wolves, their ancestors, generally don't do this with humans. This gaze taps into a unique aspect of the human-canine relationship. Often they'll add a tiny head tilt to this gaze. It's as if they're trying to understand your every word, your every emotion. During this soul gaze, you might also notice them doing slow blinks. A slow blink from a dog is a sign of trust and relaxation. If you respond with a slow blink back, you're reinforcing that feeling of calm. Observe how puppy dog eyes linger longer on you, their favorite person. And if you smile back, you'll often see their tail give a soft, gentle wag. When you're upset, your dog might soften their eyes and lock their gaze onto yours. This is them trying to understand, to offer comfort. They are incredibly attuned to our emotional states. When they sense your distress, that soul gaze becomes a beacon of support. And once they decide you're okay, they might transition into becoming your shadow. Now we enter what I call the Velcro-Shadow mode. This is when your dog becomes your constant companion, your furry second skin, following you everywhere. They feel a deep-seated need to be near you, their source of security. Ever wondered why your dog waits outside the shower? This is why. Your presence is a comfort, and their instinct is to stay close. They often match your pace, their paws in sync with your steps. If you walk fast, they'll trot to keep up. If you meander slowly, they'll adjust. It's about being in harmony with your energy. And when you stop suddenly, they'll plop right down on your shoes. It's as if your feet are home base. This physical contact is reassuring to them. It's a little anchor to their favorite human. Notice how this behavior intensifies during uncertainty. During a storm, they might move from a few feet away to half a foot. Their devotion shines brightest when they sense you need them. They might even ignore treats if it means losing sight of you. Making your pup's life better? Subscribe and keep going. Number 4. The bodyguard lean, your personal protector. When you're out for a walk, does your dog press their flank against your leg? It's a deliberate act, part hug, part shield. They ground themselves with you, offering comfort and protection. Notice their posture. They often face outward, scanning the environment. They are watching your back, assessing potential threats. This is a calm, confident display of loyalty. For larger breeds, this lean can become a gentle nudge, guiding you. They communicate, "Stay close, I've got this." This shows their awareness and focus on your well-being. Number 5. Gift drops, treasures from their heart. When your dog proudly trots over and drops their absolute favorite, most prized possession, Perhaps that disgustingly slobbery, squeaky duck right into your lap. That's not just them wanting to play. That is one of the highest honors they can bestow upon you. They are sharing their most valuable treasure with their most valuable person. It's an offering, a sign of deep affection and trust. Sometimes these gifts are a bit unconventional. Sock deliveries are a classic. You might find a well-loved or well-chewed shoe presented with utmost seriousness. By bringing it to you, they're saying, "This is important to me and I want to share it with you." When they make these offerings, watch their body language. Expect proud, enthusiastic tail wags, bright eyes, and an expectant look as they wait for your reaction. Your positive acknowledgement is the reward they seek. It validates their gesture and reinforces the idea that sharing with you is a good thing. This is a moment of pure, joyful connection for them, a successful social interaction with their leader. If you happen to ignore the gift, don't be surprised if they gently nudge it closer, or even pick it up and try presenting a different treasure from their stash. They are persistent in their desire to please you and share with you. This brings us to the incredibly important world of scent, and specifically, scent-swapping Snuggles. Your dog's sense of smell is thousands of times more powerful than ours, and your unique aroma is a huge source of comfort and information for them. Ever find your dog curled up blissfully in your laundry basket surrounded by your worn clothes? That's not them being naughty. That's them seeking out your scent, creating a premium cuddle zone that smells like safety and love. You might notice them rubbing their cheeks or even their whole body on your jeans when you get home, or on your spot on the couch. This isn't just affection. They are also depositing their own scent on you and picking up yours. A mutual exchange, like saying, "You're mine, and I'm yours." It's a way of marking their territory in the most loving way possible, reinforcing that you belong to their pack, their family. Are you a victim of a pillow thief? If your dog frequently commandeers your pillow, especially when you're not in bed, or chooses to sleep on your side of the bed when you're away, it's because that's where your scent is strongest. They are literally surrounding themselves with the essence of their favorite human. It's deeply comforting and reassuring for them, especially during periods of separation. Our dogs are masters of empathy, and this leads us to the emotional echo. They are incredibly attuned to our feelings, often mirroring our emotional state with uncanny accuracy. If a sad tear escapes your eye, don't be surprised to feel a soft, gentle paw placed carefully on your knee or arm. It's their way of saying, "I'm here. I sense your sadness and I want to offer comfort." Conversely, if you laugh out loud with genuine joy, watch your dog. Many will respond by bouncing around in mini zoomies, their tails wagging furiously, sharing in your happiness. Your positive energy is contagious to them, and they reflect it back. They want to be part of your joy, to amplify it. This shared happiness strengthens the bond between you, creating positive associations with your presence and emotional expressions. Are you on a stressful phone call, your voice tight with tension? You might notice your dog letting out a deep sigh and subtly increasing their physical contact. They are sensing your stress and attempting to ground you, to offer a calming presence. Their ability to pick up on these subtle cues in our tone of voice and body language is remarkable. This incredible ability to sync with our emotions is what primes them for that ultimate display of affection, the welcome home fireworks. Finally, we arrive at the welcome home fireworks. This is perhaps the most overt and universally recognized sign of a dog's deep affection for their favorite human, but there are still nuances to appreciate. The moment that door opens and they realize it's like a rocket launch. Some dogs will literally sprint at what feels like 25 miles per hour, perhaps doing laps around the couch or through the house. This isn't just excitement. It's an explosion of pent-up anticipation and joy. That helicopter tail we talked about in Chapter 1, it's now in full throttle, a blur of motion, often accompanied by full-body wags that make their entire rear end sway. There's no mistaking the intensity of this greeting. It's a physical manifestation of pure, unadulterated happiness. Their entire being is focused on your return, and their body simply cannot contain the elation. This is the culmination of their waiting, their loyalty. Often they'll grab a trophy, their favorite toy, a shoe, anything they deem special, and parade it around proudly, as if presenting you with a victory flag. You're home, and look what I have for you. So, did you spot that right-leaning helicopter tail today? Or recognize that deep soul gaze from your furry companion? If you saw these signs, your crown as their number one is secure. Which secret sign hit home first, and which bonus power are you dying to see in action? Drop your story below. Sweetest share gets pinned. Love decoding your dog's hidden language? Smash the next video. The 10 unmistakable signs your dog has imprinted on you. Like, comment, subscribe, and go celebrate that tailspin.